Hey, I'm Rick Party. It is time for Rick Party's Notebook, news from around the world and in our communities from my perspective.
I want to thank everybody for the tremendous support. I'm going to Walter Reed Hospital. I think I'm doing very well, but we're going to make sure that things work out. The First Lady is doing very well. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. I will never forget it. Thank you.
That was President Trump on the video posted to Twitter announcing that he was going to Walter Reed Hospital to fight COVID-19.
At this time, the team and I are extremely happy with the progress the president has made. Thursday, he had a mild cough and some nasal congestion and fatigue, all of which are now resolving and improving.
That was Dr. Sean Conley with his team of doctors suited in white coats in front of Walter Reed Hospital, speaking on President Trump's COVID-19 prognosis. Now, there was a bit of confusion after Chief of Staff Mark Meadows contradicted the White House physician's assessment of Trump's health when he allegedly spoke to a team of reporters asking to go off record.
9, 10. I have 10. Okay, so who...
Obviously, the cameras are still rolling, so if we can go off record with some of y'all and get away from the cameras,
Sure.
I'd be glad to.
And he was quoted saying the president's vitals over the last 24 hours were very concerning, and the next 48 hours will be critical in terms of his care. We are still not on a clear path to a full recovery. Well, needless to say, Trump was not too happy about that assessment. And Dr. Conley had to come back and put Mark Meadows in the 1-2 checker.
So the chief and I work side by side, and I think his statement was misconstrued. What he meant was that 24 hours ago, when he and I were checking on the president, that there was that momentary episode of the high fever and that temporary drop in the saturation, which prompted us to act expediently to move him up here. Fortunately, that was really a very transient, limited episode. A couple hours later, he was back up, mild again. I'm not going to speculate what that limited episode was about so early in the course, but he's doing well.
Well, needless to say, Trump was not happy with the Chief of Staff, Mark Meadows, for saying he's not doing so well. So Trump went to Twitter to tell his followers that he's going to go outside and surprise them.
I also think we're going to pay a little surprise to some of the great patriots that we have out on the street, and they've been out there for a long time. I'm not telling anybody but you, but I'm about to make a little surprise visit.
He's not telling anybody but you, his 86 million Twitter followers. It's not a smart thing to do. Needless to say, Trump did not listen to doctors' orders. They were infuriated as he ordered Secret Service to drive as he waved to screaming crowds who aligned the streets outside of the hospital.
God bless our president. I will die for him. I will die for that man happily. I will die for him. Anybody want to mess with him, you mess with me first. He is a hero, that man.
Donald Trump. Is it not enough that you're infected, your wife's infected, Kellyanne Conway, Chris Christie, and 6 other people who attended the super spreader event in the Rose Garden? Will the president listen to anyone?
I guess I'm doing okay because, to the best of my knowledge, I'm the president of the United States, despite the things that are said.
Okay. That's all I got in my notebook for Rick Party's Notebook, news from around the world and in our communities from my perspective.